Do you feel like you're stuck in a rut, held back by the fear of failure? In this video, we're going to shatter that fear and show you how embracing failure can make you unstoppable, just like the legendary Miyamoto Musashi. Step 1. Learning and growth. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings emphasize the importance of learning and growth in every aspect of life. He believed that mastering something requires continuous learning, adaptation, and improvement. His philosophy emphasizes having a broad mind, which means an open, flexible, and always learning mindset. By studying multiple subjects, one gains a wide range of skills and points of view, encouraging creativity, innovation, and a better understanding of how everything is connected. Musashi saw failure as a stepping stone, encouraging people to see faraway things as close and take a distance view of close things. This approach encourages reflection on what went wrong and how it can be fixed. Failure should not be allowed to get you down, but should be seen as an opportunity to learn from it and improve. Self-reflection is crucial in Musashi's teachings, as it helps maintain a balanced and reflective mind. This balance allows individuals to learn from their experiences, whether they are successes or failures, and use those lessons to grow as a person. Documenting your journey can help you learn and grow more by recording your experiences, successes, and failures in a journal or log. For ongoing learning and growth, a growth mindset is essential. Musashi believed that no skill is useless and that everything learned can be used in different situations. This mindset encourages trying new things, asking for feedback, and learning from criticism. It is the basis for all other learning and growth principles. Trying out new sports, classes, or activities helps you understand things better. Take time to think about what happened after each big event, listing the things you did well and the things you could have done better. Writing down your thoughts, experiences, and lessons learned helps track your progress and learn more about personal growth. Asking someone for feedback can help you change how you do things and get better. Maintaining a calm and focused mind is important, even when things are hard, as it assists in efficiently learning and making better choices. So, learning and growth are vital to Musashi's philosophy. By having a growth mindset, a broad mindset, practicing self-reflection, writing down your journey, and seeing failure as a teacher, individuals can continue to improve and transform their lives. Step 2. Building resilience. Miyamoto Musashi's life shows that resilience isn't something that is formed in times of ease, but something that is forged in the fires of hardship. Musashi was a warrior who won over 60 duels and knew that resilience isn't about avoiding failure, but about building an unbreakable spirit that can handle any challenge. As with any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you deal with a setback and choose to move forward, you build mental and emotional strength that is hard to break. As Musashi said, if you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. This means developing a view that goes beyond current problems and sees the bigger picture of what's possible. To become more resilient, you need to learn to deal with failure not out of fear, but out of understanding. You need to realize that setbacks are not permanent states, but temporary conditions that can be changed. Think of resilience as your internal shock absorber that helps you get through life's bumps without breaking. To be practically resilient, you need to do a few things. First, you need to have a growth mindset, which means seeing problems as chances to learn instead of as impossible problems to solve. Second, you need to surround yourself with people who understand your journey and can give you perspective when things get tough. Warriors under Musashi trained not only their bodies but also their minds. They knew that inner calm and clarity are what make you strong. As important as physical training were meditation, self-reflection, and always learning. To understand what zanshin means, a state of full awareness and attention. Think about staying focused even after a fight. In real life, this means staying present and involved even after failing. Accepting that pain and discomfort are normal parts of growth is also part of becoming resilient. Just like a muscle grows through controlled stress, your spirit gets stronger by facing and overcoming obstacles. Musashi's philosophy tells us that being resilient doesn't mean not feeling pain. It means being able to take it in and use it as fuel for growth. It means finding a purpose in life that goes beyond the problems you're facing right now and keeps you going, even when things go wrong. It's also important to learn how to change the way you think about your mistakes. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, see them as steps toward success. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this failure to improve my approach next time? Musashi's ideas about being strong came from how he saw the natural world. He saw it as a complicated, linked system where everything you do has an effect. He knew that real strength doesn't come from controlling nature, but from working with it. Similarly, becoming more resilient means getting in tune with your own nature. This means learning about your motivations and fears, as well as your strengths and weaknesses. It means becoming self-aware in a way that lets you face obstacles with clarity and purpose. By building resilience, you're not only giving yourself a way to deal with problems, you're also setting yourself up to be great. You're creating an unbreakable spirit that will help you get through the hardest times and reach your goals. Musashi said, "The true science of martial arts is to practice them in a way that they will be useful at any time, and to teach them in a way that they will be useful in all things." This way of thinking isn't just about martial arts. It's a way to build resilience that you can use in all parts of your life. When you accept loss and work on your resilience, you not only get stronger, you become unstoppable. Step 3. Encouraging risk-taking. Risk-taking is an important skill for success and innovation because it means taking calculated risks that push the limits. Miyamoto Musashi, who was a strategic risk-taker, thought that the only way to become truly masterful was to be willing to go into the unknown. He stresses the importance of being flexible and strategic by saying, "You can only fight the way you practice." Musashi's philosophy teaches us that taking risks is an important part of growth, because every great invention, groundbreaking discovery, and amazing accomplishments started with someone being willing to go beyond what they knew. To have a healthy relationship with risk, we need to accept that uncertainty is a normal part of growth and build a strong learning framework that lets us get something useful from every experience, no matter what happens. To become good at calculated risk-taking, we need to know how to balance possible rewards and risks, see what options are out there, and plan moves that will help us reach our goals. Musashi's method for calculated risk-taking was based on his understanding of ki, which is the energy or momentum that moves things forward. To get better at this, we should listen to our gut and trust our feelings. When you take risks, you're bound to feel uncertain, but it can also be rewarding. To have a good relationship with uncertainty, we should be open to the unknown, take small risks that push us out of our comfort zone, and see it as a chance to grow. Another strong way to take risks is to see problems as chances to learn. By asking ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? Or, how will this task help me grow? We will be more likely to take chances and get out of our comfort zone if we believe this. So, taking risks is an important part of growing and developing. We can be more likely to take the risks we need to in order to reach our goals if we are open to uncertainty, build a strong learning framework, and practice taking measured risks. Step 4. Defining personal growth. Failure is an important part of growing as a person. Miyamoto Musashi's lessons stress the importance of being self-aware and always improving oneself, which can both be done by accepting failure. Self-awareness is the most important thing for personal growth. Musashi pushed people to think deeply about themselves and examine themselves. Failure shows us our strengths and weaknesses. When we accept failure, we become more aware of our flaws and areas where we can improve. This self-awareness is necessary to chart our personal growth path. Failure helps us set useful and realistic personal goals. When we fail, we learn more about what's important to us. Musashi believed in setting clear, attainable goals. His teachings tell us to use failure as a guide for reaching our personal goals. Self-doubt gets in the way of growth all the time. Accepting failure helps us get over self-doubt by showing us that we can learn, change, and get better. Musashi had times of self-doubt along the way, but he never let them stop him from his path. His teachings remind us that failure is a normal part of growth. It's not enough to just reach your goals. You also need to work on your values and principles. Failure makes us question our beliefs and rethink our priorities. Musashi's teachings stress how important it is to align your actions with your values. By accepting failure, we become more in tune with our core principles, which makes us stronger and more resilient. Step 5. Fostering creative problem solving. Accepting failure helps people come up with new ways to solve problems. Many of Miyamoto Musashi's new ideas and methods came from failing. Failure often shows us what conventional wisdom isn't true. For example, Musashi questioned traditional sword-fighting techniques and came up with his own style, the Naiten Ichi-ryu, School of Two Swords. When we accept failure, we're more likely to question conventional wisdom and look for new solutions. Musashi's lessons stress how important it is to keep coming up with new ideas. Failure forces us to think outside the box and find new ways to solve problems. Having an innovative mindset is necessary to deal with tough problems. Every mistake is a chance to learn and get better at solving problems. Musashi made a lot of mistakes along the way, and each one taught him something important. When we accept failure, we get better at learning from our mistakes, which makes us better at solving problems. Failure often means changing your plan. Musashi believed that being adaptable and flexible was important. In the Book of Five Rings, he writes, "Be flexible in all things." Being flexible lets us change our plans based on what we learn from failures, which makes us better at solving problems. Step 6. Maintaining a positive mindset. Having a positive attitude is key to accepting failure and becoming unstoppable. Miyamoto Musashi's lessons stress how important it is to keep a positive attitude even when things go wrong. Failure is not the end, but a new beginning. Musashi felt that seeing opportunities in every situation was very important. When we accept failure, we learn to see it as a chance to grow and get better. This helps us stay motivated and on track with our goals. Being optimistic is a big part of having a positive attitude. Musashi's teachings tell us to keep being optimistic even when things go wrong. Being optimistic helps us stay strong and keep a positive view, which makes us more likely to succeed in the long run. Being thankful for everything, even mistakes, is a powerful way to keep a positive attitude. Musashi believed that we should be thankful for everything, even mistakes. Being thankful for mistakes makes us more aware of the lessons and chances they bring, which makes us more grateful and positive. Even if we fail, having a positive attitude helps us stay focused on our goals. Musashi's teachings stress how important it is to stay focused and determined. By accepting failure, we learn to stay focused on our long-term goals, which makes us unstoppable in our efforts. You can't stop yourself from succeeding if you accept setbacks. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings give us a deep and inspiring way to understand why failure makes us unstoppable. By focusing on learning and growth, building resilience, encouraging risk-taking, defining personal growth, encouraging creative problem-solving, and keeping a positive attitude, we can turn failures into chances to do amazing things. Musashi's life and philosophy serve as a beacon, reminding us that the path to greatness is paved with failures, and it's through these failures that we become truly unstoppable.